Hey, this is Travis Neal with the Random Commuter. Thanks for joining me on my way to work. Let's get going. So what is going on in the world? Well, there's obvious stuff. Try not to be such a potty mouth. I don't see the point in getting political on this video podcast, only because I don't think it serves the content. Not necessarily. I think it's really short-sighted to say that, oh, we can't talk about religion or politics because those are aspects of a life that you can compartmentalize and have nothing to do with what it is we're talking about. Bull crap. They're incredibly interwoven into a great deal of things that we do on a day-to-day basis. The only thing is, I never really followed politics at all until November. And then I was like, hold on, wait. But that's as political as we get. And the whole reason why I was bringing up, I don't know if it brings much to this. I mean, this is about, my interest, perhaps your interest based off your feedback, which you should totally give in the comments below. And one of the big things that I was adamant about on that fateful day was I'm sitting there trying to look like I'm neutral. I'm not neutral, but again, what do I know? I haven't been following politics since I haven't been following it at all since before November. So what do I know? I don't know anything. So anyway, but I do think it's important to not. You had some friends or whatever, and this was a big turning point for me. Not turning point's the right word, but I was doing a job with this lady that I worked with at one of the places I worked with, and I don't think there was any secret about the fact that she voted for a particular candidate who I did not vote for. And that was the first time I'd ever heard anyone openly say that out loud. So I was taken aback because we were in the car driving to this job and she just said that. And I was like, huh? Now, I mean, up until that point and past the point, because this is kind of my point, I really admired and respected her. I thought she was really good at what she did. And she said that, and I was like, holy crap. And that was the first time I'm sitting there going, Travis, this is where the rubber meets the road. Are you going to dismiss her opinions, her views on life and everything because of that? The answer is no. And since then, I've known a couple more people that voted for that particular candidate at the time. And I refuse to either alienate them, punish them, anything like that. I refuse to do that. I'm not going to do that. But, I don't know. The current administration just said something that really, really pissed me off. Geez Louise, if that's going to be the case, then you have to, let's buckle up, We have 3 years left, so it's like, just keep things in perspective. So anyway, I was just like, Arr! And I hadn't been posting anything on Facebook about it. I did post. Alright, fuck it. I voted for Hillary Clinton. Anyway, so, which everyone knows this. You know what? Because you're not morons. So, I voted. So, I thought there was no way Hillary was going to lose. I was right up there with everyone else. I was just like, we're popping champagne bottles, we're going to live forever. And I was in Tennessee at the time doing a job. And we were in the hotel waiting for the results to come in. So the bartender, he was a real cool guy and everything like that. Just totally taking care of everyone. There was a couple Donald Trump supporters, but the majority was definitely Democrat. There was me, there was this other girl. I got a picture. I should totally throw it up. It is like a classic Democratic supporters group. It's like everybody is represented. It's funny. And so we're just drunk on life. It's gonna happen. This is gonna be amazing. And then everything went sideways for us. And yeah, that was a really weird night. But the bartender was still cool about everything. And the two Trump supporters on either side on the ends of the bar, they were cool. Everyone's cool. The bartender didn't gloat. He did take off early because he was going to a party. Which, if you're not expecting something like that, that's going to be a big deal for you. So, but anyway, going back to this original story that I was going to get to, and going, to what I post online and all this stuff, and it does kind of tie in with my personality on this show, is that I love space, I love electric cars, all that stuff, right? So I love futurism. What could the future look like? So with every single administration, the focus on space or the directives on space changes. Great. Every single one. And it's like almost all of them are trying to get this like, JFK-esque declaration, which I don't know, you can't get that lightning in a bottle again. That happened a long time ago. Anyway, and things are different. The structure of not only private aerospace but NASA as well, it's different. It's just different. Also, our relationship with other superpowers that might be competing for space. Do you know how many superpowers are competing for space right now? This is also not a country space whose Johnson is bigger type of thing. It may be for some people, but I don't know if that really gets the job done, or at least what you want to do out there. You want to monetize it. Absolutely. That's the best way. Historically and moving forward, you want to monetize space, which is what I'm all about. That's what I'm trying to do. So anyway, our president, he says, "Hey, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this space thing. We're gonna go back to the moon." I don't even know why that infuriated me. Probably because of something else he did, and I was just seething over that. And so I said, "Fuck you, Trump. We'll do it ourselves." And what that means is, I personally don't think we need an administration directive to do anything in space. And there's people like, yeah, but NASA funds, all ULA and SpaceX and perhaps Blue Origin and Vector, the Electron rocket, all that. Like, there's an argument to be made that subsidies do help pay for that. But I don't know, particularly with Elon Musk, he's got a lot more business in the private sector than he does. I'm pretty sure about that. I have to double check, but I'm pretty sure. Let me know in the comments if you disagree. But I'm pretty sure there's a lot more business in the private sector than he does any kind of NASA contracts. So I said that, and I talk to my dad once a week. We catch up and all that, and he said he thought that was off-brand for me. Now, as far as you all are concerned, everything like that, me trying to, try not to have such a potty mouth on the internet, for the most part, that's true. Also, completely bolstered by the fact that my wife is like, "Hey, you're a professional. Act like it." Deep down, I am a punk. I am a brazen punk. Back when I thought, easy buddy, are you nuts? Woo! Took that one a little bit wide. Back when I thought being a punk meant being unique and different. But doing it with, button-up shirt and nice slacks. You can definitely do that. You can stay professional. Is this guy riding a fixie? Fixie! Purest form of transportation, man. So, my dad thought that was off-brand for me. My response to that was like, no, it's not. That's just me sticking it on the internet. I've been seeing a lot of things lately. The word shithole has come up a number of times as of late, that's something I never thought I'd see on TV, just casually on television as I'm walking outside to vape. That's the thing. I was walking past, and I don't want to stray back into this, but this is just a funny thing that happened on the TV. This was when our president was getting backlash for reportedly or supposedly or allegedly calling certain countries shithole countries. So I saw shithole everywhere. I saw it in my Flipboard feed. I saw it on CNN, on all. It's like some of the cable news shows, they would bleep it out or put asterisks in certain letters strategically, but so you still knew what the word was. But I saw it everywhere. It was crazy. So I feel like I've seen the finger a lot, and I've seen the word shithole a lot. It's bizarre. These are weird times. And not that I'm sitting there going, oh, America's going to shit, because the word shithole is being plastered all over the place. Let's see how many times we can say it in this episode. So, we're going to check out what's on the radio. But right after that, don't forget to remind me, as if this is interactive, don't forget to remind me to bring up interview situations, because that's an interesting topic. Interviewing, so weird. But yeah, I'll talk about that in just a second.
Save money, sleep.
Oh, the cranberries! Bam! Right out of the gate. Yeah, you have to do that in the right order. I'm so not a gun guy, but it was funny. I was sitting there talking to some friends, and one of my nephews is there, and my nephew is in the military, and the first thing I learned, because I was in, big surprise, I was in forensics in high school, but I was a dramatic interpretation. Which I definitely recommend that for everyone. Do speech in high school. It's great. I was an introvert. I haven't been characterized as an introvert as long as I can remember now. But I was an introvert up until my freshman year of high school. Just saying. So anyway, you have dramatic interpretation, comedy, extemporaneous speaking, speech and debate, all of that, or debate. And poetic interpretation. What is that? Is that poetry? Is there poetic? I forget now. Anyway, so my mentor, Yvette, at the time. Yvette, hi, if you're watching this. She says there's two ways to do a gun, right? One is dramatic interpretation. That's dramatic. You're miming a gun, like a real one, like a handgun, or a rifle, or space gun, or whatever, or bazooka. Do they actually call them bazookas? I always thought something that non-military people called them. But anyway, so she goes, this is drama. This is comedy. So if you're doing comedy, you go bang, bang, bang. If you're doing drama, you get the tears welled up. You're like, it was you. It was all about you. So I was talking to somebody, and I'm like, did you see that? Boom, right out of the gate. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Click, 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 click. Boom, 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 boom. And there was this kid with us. He's like, what the hell was that? And my nephew's like, he's clearing the round, making sure the chamber's empty. Duh. Yeah, Okay, again, getting political, although not really. I guess if you're either a gun owner or you're not. You can't be in between, which is bullshit, because I'm a Second Amendment advocate. Just as an exercise of the Constitution, I don't have a gun, but as an exercise, I probably would walk around with one on my hip just to exercise my rights. And while it's a little bit dorky to do, I'm glad that it's being exercised to make sure that it is challenged, that if it is challenged, that there's exposure to that, to make sure that that's not a constitutional right that's infringed upon. In the same way that freedom of speech as an exercise should be, challenged, and then have that challenge, it'd be advanced. So as an exercise, take it to the limits of what somebody might put up with, just so that it is challenged in court and then it can be upheld in court. So yeah, I've had several friends throughout the years who did own guns, and real gun advocates. But also, this is the thing with just in my experience alone, and I know there's plenty of YouTube videos out there that prove me wrong, but just with the people I hang out with, they have always been goofballs, number one. But the second they get a gun in their hand, amazingly responsible. It's like they just flip. So, they taught me gun safety, rule number one, all that stuff. And yeah, we go on the mountains and shoot stuff, but they've always been amazingly careful with it. Personally, I think the risk outweighs any benefits of having one, but that's just for me. And I would not begrudge anybody else for having one. Absolutely not. And here's the thing. I mean, unless you're in the situation, it's really hard to say what people will do, but I don't think I could actually shoot to kill. I think that's kind of a tenet of gun owners. It's like, if you're going to shoot somebody, you have to shoot to kill. Don't you remember that scene of Lethal Weapon? I shot him in the leg. That way we can question him later, okay? It's like, you don't fill him full of holes. I don't know. And this came up in another movie, like The Devil's Own, This dude gets shot for stealing radios. And like our boy said, you don't deserve to die over stealing radios. You don't. But you can take that discussion. You can take it all night. You grab a glass of wine, you sit there and say, okay, shoot to kill. Yes or no? Go. That'll take a weekend. That's good stuff right there. So anyway, a lot more to talk about on that, but thank you so much for joining me on my way to work. If you like that, go ahead and hit subscribe and definitely hit like, and make sure to put a comment down below. Get the conversation going. Also, check out my LinkedIn. Just stick in Travis Neal. You'll find me and my ugly mug. Until next time, take it easy.